Hi everybody, my name is Jessie and I do somewhat in-depth perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you love ASMR and also if you love perfumes, you are in a really good place. Alright, so today I am reviewing Cashmere Mist by Donna Karan. So this fragrance has been around for a long time. I think 1994. Yeah, 1994. So this fragrance has been on the market for nearly 30 years, which is quite a long time. It's just a few years younger than I am. Yeah, so I like the bottle. I like any bottles that are frosted glass. I just really like the look of frosted glass, whether it's clear, like a clear glass color, a blue glass, or any other type of frosted glass I really like. I'm not sure what the design is supposed to look like. It looks kind of elegant, almost like a vapor or something. I'm not sure what it's supposed to, what it's supposed to evoke, but it's got a sort of elegant look to it. The top here is plastic and it comes off. And yeah, I got this bottle on Mercari. I think it's a 1.6 ounce, but as you can see, it's mostly empty, and the liquid inside is sort of, what would you call that? Amber colored. Unfortunately, this one has gone bad. It's gone, I don't know what, it's gotten like acrid. I don't know how old this is. It could honestly be like 20 years old. The person that I bought it from, I saw that most of their perfumes that they sold were vintage. They did a lot of like reselling of vintage perfumes and perfume bottles. So I kind of thought this might be the same. I messaged them a few times to ask them how old it was, and they never responded to my message. And I got it, and it smells totally over the hill. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but live and learn. I'm going to put this on my Mercari and just sell it with a disclaimer that it is over the hill, but maybe someone will want the bottle. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, that's the atomizer. I'm not going to spray this one because, like I said, it's gone old. It does not smell good, but I do have a sample of Donna Karan. I don't know if it's Karan. I'm just going to say Karan. Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. However, I don't know if this is the EDT or the EDP. I see on Fragrantica that there is an EDT and an EDP. The bottle for the EDT is frosted, whereas the bottle for the EDP is just clear glass, but the notes are extremely similar on Fragrantica, like basically identical. So I don't know. I don't know which one this is. It doesn't say. It just says Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. So I'm just gonna be reading off the EDT because I feel like I've seen that one around more, the frosted bottle. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, but before we do that, so I did try to dress on theme today, and what I wore was this looks kind of like a sweatshirt, but it's actually a dress. It's like a sweatshirt dress, but like a little bit more fancy because it's got these like fun sort of ruched sleeves. So it's like a sort of a suede-y looking cool tone brown. And then I've got matching earrings here that are similar color. I forget what sort of stone these are, but I made them myself and I put these little pearls up at the top. If you can see. Yeah, so I think they're fun. They're kind of pearlescent. I don't know, I kind of felt like they fit the vibe. So that is what I'm wearing. Alright, so let's spray the sample, which is newer obviously, so smells not rancid. It's possible too that they may have reformulated this multiple times since 1994, so I'm curious. I don't know. Alright, so here's my box of little paper cards. And I pulled the one on the top and it has like, looks like a peonies and a heart. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and spray this. That was not the best spray, but... And I did just wear this fragrance yesterday, so I'm super familiar with what it smells like. I was actually wearing this yesterday, and I wanted to film the video, but I ran out of time, so I just pulled this out of my laundry hamper and threw it on, so I could smell it right away. You know, what I really want to say about this fragrance is that it's so strange. I don't know. I wonder if anybody else feels this way. What I want to say is that I don't necessarily like it that much, but I'm strangely addicted to it. If that makes any sense. Where I'm like, it's not, I wouldn't say I love it, but I feel like I really need to have it in my collection, which is not typical for me. Typically it's like, if I love a scent, I'm like, yeah. And if I don't love it, I'm like, nah. But for some reason, there's something about this for me that's a little bit addictive. Like, when I had it on yesterday, I just had to keep smelling. And I don't know why, but I'm really into it. It's weird. It definitely smells kind of vintagey. Like, it doesn't smell like the most modern perfume. And there's something about it that's honestly a little bit off-putting to me. But again, I still feel like addicted to it. And I want to get a bottle. I don't know. That's all I can say. Alright, so let's read through the main accords on Fragrantica. And again, I am on the Cashmere Mist Eau de Toilette. The Eau de Parfum is extremely similar, but I'm just gonna stick with the Eau de Toilette since this is the Eau de Toilette. It's a frosted bottle. Alright, so for main accords, firstly we have musky, woody, powdery, amber, white floral, leather, vanilla, and balsamic. So I definitely get the muskiness, some woodiness, powderiness, amber, maybe a little bit of white floral, and there's a suede note in here which gives it that leathery kind of accord. So yeah, I get most of those main accords. And let's next look at the notes together. Alright, so for the top notes, we have one top note. And it is bergamot. Bergamot. So, I feel like I get a little bit of bergamot. I definitely get something that is a little bit sharper, higher pitched. I can't really tell if it's the bergamot or the lily of the valley, which is in the middle notes. I'm going to say that I smell a little bit of the bergamot. I'm not sure. This one's a little hard to pin down, I'll be honest. I'm kind of just guessing on what I'm getting with the notes. Alright, middle notes, we've got 3 middle notes. And they are suede, jasmine, and lily of the valley. So 2 white florals and then suede. So I definitely do feel like I'm getting the suede. And I think I'm getting white florals, like, seems a little bit more like lily of the valley that stands out to me, but I'm not sure. And then for the base notes, we've got 5 base notes. And they are cashmere wood, musk, sandalwood, vanilla, and amber. So I'm not exactly sure what cashmere wood smells like. I know it's a synthetic note. I don't know if I can get a clear description, so I'm going to look it up on Fragrantica. It says a synthetic material, which is also known as cashmere, a musky, woody component, popular in many modern compositions. I'm going to Google it a little more. Google is saying cashmere, although there are woody, musky notes to cashmere, its odor is complex with notes that are rich, spicy, fruity, chypre, balsamic, and vanilla. Overall intended to convey the soft, sensuous feeling of cashmere. So, I do feel like I'm getting that with this, but it's a synthetic note, so I'm a little unfamiliar with what it smells like, but definitely some suede, cashmere, I'm getting. Sandalwood is not sticking out to me, but I'm definitely getting a woodiness from this overall. Amber, I'm not really getting amber and vanilla specifically, but it makes sense that they're in there, but they don't like jump out at me. So I would say what I am getting most from this fragrance is the suede, cashmere wood, musk, and like maybe just a touch of bergamot, lily of the valley as well, like white floral, so maybe jasmine or lily of the valley. Yeah, that's what I think I'm getting most. I'm going to show the votes on Fragrantica and see what other users are smelling. So firstly, they say they smell the cashmere wood, and then secondly, the musk, thirdly, the suede, fourth, sandalwood, fifth, vanilla, then the jasmine, amber, lily of the valley, and bergamot. So that's a little bit different from me. I definitely do feel like I'm getting some lily of the valley and maybe a little bergamot though, because there's something in here, like it's definitely mossy, or not mossy, musky. Oh my gosh, the smoke alarms just started going off. My partner's making cinnamon rolls, which is pretty amazing, but the smoke alarms just started blasting, so that was intense. I was just saying, I do think I smell some, it's kind of musky and woody, but there's also something in here that's kind of sharp, which I'm assuming is the white florals and the bergamot. So yeah, I have noticed that I oftentimes really like fragrances that are a mix of high and low tones, and this one definitely is that to me. Like, it's like low and smooth and rounded, but also like a little bit sharp and high pitched too. So maybe that's part of why I like it. I'm not sure. I'm still like breathing intensely from the smoke alarm. Okay, so let's read some other statistics on this fragrance. So this has an overall rating of 3.76 out of 5 with 2,675 votes. So not an amazing rating, not horrible, but doesn't seem like people are crazy about it. I'm going to look at the EDP, the other one, and it has a slightly lower rating, actually 3.65 out of 5 with 497. So the EDT is more commonly reviewed, and also slightly higher review. So alright, so some other statistics. For longevity, people are saying this is on the slightly longer lasting side. I definitely found this longer lasting. I felt it to be pretty strong and long lasting, because I just sprayed like, I think like 2 of these, like one here and then one here. And this is such a small sprayer, but it definitely lasted the whole day. In fact, when I put this on today, over 24 hours later, I could still smell it faintly just from that one spray. So yeah, I personally think this has pretty decent longevity. Sillage, people are saying this is on the slightly more moderate end. Honestly, I kind of disagree. I feel like if I had sprayed a couple more times, it would have been really strong, and I would have been a little embarrassed to wear that around other people. I just never want to smell too strong around other people, unless I'm like, know I'm going to be outside, or like assume that maybe everybody else is going to be wearing a fragrance because it's like a super formal event or something. But yeah, I think this projects a decent amount, definitely. But other people are rating it as slightly more moderate projection. For gender, people are saying that this is feminine leaning, but somewhat unisex. I would agree with that. I actually think it's fairly unisex, to be honest. I think it's feminine leaning, but just like a 4 out of 10 or something, you know, or like a 6 out of 10, I guess. Just a little bit more feminine leaning, but pretty unisex. For price value, people are saying that this is a pretty decent price value. I will go ahead and look up the price. So I'm on DKNY's website, and the 3.4 ounce bottle, which I believe this is not, yeah, this is the 1.7, so the larger size is $106 new. For the Eau de Toilette and for the Eau de Parfum, it's $124. That is actually more than I was expecting, but I always see this cheaper in stores, so yeah, I think you can definitely find it for a lot cheaper than that. So yeah, seemingly probably decent price value if you can get it on a sale. Yeah, let's see. Alright, so let's read some reviews, see what other people have to say about this fragrance. Somebody says, I chased some lady down to figure out what perfume she was wearing, and she pulled this up on her phone. The scent is really cozy and clean, perfect for office wear. The opening is a little spicy and pulls slightly vintage. Not sure if it's the suede or what. Not my favorite, but it only lasts 5 minutes. The dry down, however, is to die for. So something in the opening that person doesn't like, I guess. The dry down is to die for. I'm always looking for a Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo scent, and the dry down of this is the closest I've found. Interesting. I would agree that I like the dry down of this better than the initial spray. It's something in the initial spray, and for like half an hour or something, that is a little bit sharp, and like, I don't know if it's the Willy of the Valley or what, but yeah, so I agree with that. Somebody who doesn't like it says, oddly smells like WD-40. I could kind of see that just a little bit. Somebody else who doesn't like it says, gentle and soapy. I see people commenting frequently that perfumes smell soapy. That isn't a common occurrence for me, but this one definitely evokes soap to me. I wanted to like this. I was ready and waiting to smell what I would imagine to be an even star-like scent, just basing off of the bottle shape and the notes in it. But tragically, this is not it. Alright, somebody who I think likes this says, a sensual, musky, powdery leather that delights my nose and makes me feel like I'm wrapped up in the softest cashmere shawl. It can be pulled off by women over 35, but is in no way an old lady smell. Such a calming and relaxing scent. Let's read one more. Somebody else who likes this says, I think this is so sexy, so much better than the EDP. At first, I get suede a lot. I don't like suede in fragrances, but luckily the strength of that note goes away pretty fast and fades really nicely. The suede is still there, but the powder overcomes it, and I love powder. The reviewer who said that the suede that's dusted with baby powder is spot on. That this is suede dusted with baby powder, and that's spot on. Like if you spilled a bottle of baby powder on your leather purse. This is so cozy and intriguing. All notes are blended wonderfully. Don't discontinue. I don't think they will discontinue it. It's been around forever, but it's probably not like a top seller, so I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm like totally addicted to it. But it's like, it's almost like a little off-putting in some way, but it's like addictive. That's all I can say. So my review of this is that there's something a little bit like sharp or synthetic or something like the WD-40 comment was kind of trying to get at. But this is also very like cozy and powdery, calming, musky, woody. I would say definitely more of a fall and winter vibe. But yeah, it's like kind of powdery clean, a little soapy, fuzzy. But like either it's like the bergamot, the white florals kind of like bring it a little bit up and lighten it up a little bit too. So yeah, I like it. I'm going to be looking for a bottle of it for sure. So I'll be adding that to my collection. And yeah, that is all that I have for today's review. I hope you enjoyed this video of Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. I, for one, am going to go have a cinnamon roll soon. So I'm excited about that. Thank you all so much for watching my videos. I've been getting some really nice comments from some of you, and I really super appreciate it. Appreciate the support, and yeah, you all have a lovely day. Okay.